motherfucker fall. Don't let that pole fall. You better hold that damn pole. Hold that damn pole. You're a good man, Russ, I swear. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah.
Last One Sky by yours truly. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our live stream. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Cole, how you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I really like the reception that we got from everybody for our first video, and we're looking forward to getting on with this first ever live stream. So starting off real quick, let's go right into it. How do we feel about Nora winning the Oscars for Best Picture?
I definitely was not expecting that for sure, but I mean, hats off to them. They swept it. I'm pretty sure they won every category or almost every category that they were nominated for.
They had a
A
pretty
great
crazy
night.
sweep. Yeah, they had a great night. Mikey Madison won Best Actress. Outstanding. I mean, like I said, I don't think we were not confused why they won. It was definitely well deserved. It just
Oh
was not
yeah,
expected.
yeah. I love the moment where director Sean Baker said that had Quentin Tarantino not made Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which had Mikey Madison in it, Anora wouldn't have been made. And I just think that's like a really like cool like shout out to Quentin Tarantino that he did. But yeah, Honora was. I mean, as we talked about last week, like it was a great movie. Loved it, and really happy to see that it. Actually the one category that I mean, it wasn't really the movie that was nominated, but the one guy who played the one Russian goon, I forget his name, but he was nominated for best supporting actor, wasn't
Oh,
he?
Yura, yeah.
Yeah, he did not win, correct? No, somebody
Nope, he
else.
did not win. No, that was
So maybe
Kieran
that's one
Culkin.
category, but still, yeah, he still amazing job in the movie. But yeah, great to see them winning. Like I called for the Brutalist last week, but we'll get into some more of that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about Adrian Brody here soon. Um, yeah, I as much as I wanted to see Euro win, I'm happy that I'm happy that they won awards for other things too. I mean, they had a sweep. I would have liked to see Nickel Boys at least win for something, but I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just happy that Amelia Perez did not win. That's all I gotta say. Speaking about Brutalist, let's talk about Adrian Brody winning Best Actor.
Yeah, I mean, hey, say what you want about the man, but he is a phenomenal actor. He did an amazing job in the movie, and I can't really argue with him winning that. Like, I would have liked to see the lead actor in Sing Sing win Coleman Domingo,
Mm-hmm.
and he did not. That's all. Hey, it gives him a chance to win again. Like being nominated is one thing in itself. So, congrats to Adrian Brody. But like, I loved how he he told them to stop the music. He and went on for I think it was like over 5 minutes. His acceptance speech, which
Yeah,
I think it's the longest in Oscar history or something like that.
yeah. At one point, he's like, "Turn the music off.
Yeah,
Let me speak." No, yeah. There was another thing too. So as he's walking up, and I'm sure you caught. I mean, I know you caught this because we all commented on it. He spits out his gum and throws it at his wife to catch.
I know.
He could have. There was so many other things he could have done, but I mean, that I don't know. Here, I have a video. I have a video of it. Here, hold on. Here, we're gonna do this real quick. Here, I'll do this so we can kind of see this better. All right, cool. So here we go. He's walking up the stage. He spits it out.
And she missed.
Oh
Literally
man,
on somebody's shoe that night.
dude.
I walked away with Adrian Brody's gum. I mean, I would have just spit it out and put it in my pocket, like maybe put it in my cheek or something. I don't know, like everything else he could have done. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
man. Great. Yeah, and then he went on to do that incredibly long acceptance speech that just sounded like people. I saw people commenting, and they were saying that he definitely did not have that speech prepared because you can tell the way he just stammers on going from different
just
topics.
rambles forever. He rambles forever.
Whenever he tells them to lower the music, like I've done this before, it's like, all right, buddy, come on, get over yourself.
All right,
yeah, he's a great actor. He's a great actor.
He is a really good actor. But my God, He just seems like such a fucking jerk. But going on a bit, let's talk about how Flow won Best Animated Picture. How did that stack up?
Oh yeah, I'm extremely happy that this movie won. Again, if anyone listening has not seen this movie, definitely check it out. It is amazing. Very happy that it won. It's an international film as well. This movie is beautiful, and definitely would have liked to see some other things win as well. I mean, I definitely called for this, but hey, I would have been happy with any of the animated noms winning. So, but yeah, cool
It
to
was
see.
it was a really stacked year for animated movies. And as much as I wanted Memoir of a Snail to win, I'm very happy that Flow took it away.
Yeah.
If it would have been Inside Out 2, I would have been very confused. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, there were so many better movies, honestly. But yeah, that will pretty much wrap up our Oscar segment. I'm going to go into games I've been playing this week. I've been playing Monster Hunter World. I know Cole has heard me just go on and on about this game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'll just go on a bit about this. If you have no idea what Monster Hunter is, it's exactly how it sounds. You put stuff together and get ready to hunt some big monsters. And yeah, I've been having a blast with it. I played previous entries in the franchise. This is the easiest for newcomers to get into, and I've put not a lot of time, but I've put a good amount of time into this game, and I've been having a blast playing it. So, yeah, definitely recommend. I definitely recommend playing this. Definitely recommend checking it out. Going on, we'll talk about the other game I've been playing this week, Balatro. Balatro is awesome. It is it consumes all of my time, and yeah, it's
Yeah, you and a couple of our friends have been playing a lot of this. I've known about Balatro, have not played it, but from what I've heard on the many podcasts that I listen to, and like from the reviews I've seen, it's hailed as like one of the best card games to have come out in like recent memory. And yeah, it's always great when a new card game comes out and it like shakes things up a bit, changes how the games like work and everything, introduces new elements. So very cool to see this game blowing up the way it is.
Yeah, I like I said, I've put a lot of time into this game, and it's like one of the most satisfying and addictive games ever. Play this at your own risk because it will consume your life. Going on a bit, going into new games released this week. I have not played this one, but there has been a lot of hype surrounding it. This is Split Fiction.
Yeah, so Split Fiction is made by the devs who did A Way Out. They also did, what's the name of that other one? It Takes Two.
Yeah, It Takes Two.
Yeah, so they are a studio that is just known for their co-op games, and apparently with this one, they have knocked it out of the park even more so. The last two are considered like really great. It Takes Two winning Game of the Year for that year that it came out. But yeah, this one is getting rave reviews. Currently sitting at a 91 on Metacritic.
Oh, damn.
So on GameSpot has a 5 out of 5. This is from Jessica Cogswell. Split Fiction is more than a hilarious, compassionate, and delightful new benchmark for multiplayer experiences. It is a remarkable love letter to creativity, video games, and companionship. Yeah, that alone just makes me very excited to play it because A Way Out, and though the stories may not be the biggest part of those games, the gameplay, it's so creative. There's so many different gameplay elements that are packed into these different games, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. I was thinking maybe at some point, whenever I get my channel up and going, we can start like a playthrough of this game. Me and somebody else, I can upload the episodes, whatnot. Because yeah, you can do a couch co-op, but also one of the coolest things about it is if you buy one copy of the game, somebody else, like the other co-op person, they can play it for free. So definitely recommend this to people that love co-op, couch co-op. You can buy one copy and play online with two people for free. So definitely check it out.
You said you're looking for somebody else to play this with. Have you thought of anybody in particular you want to play this with?
I haven't thought of anyone specifically.
That's
hey,
crazy. Hey, you know,
names,
I mean, hey, look.
I'm listening.
I mean, hey, you know, hey, it's your boy. I'm just, you know, the co-host. I mean, if you want to, if you want to do a playthrough, I'd love to.
Yeah, I can't wait to play this. It's the developer, the creative director for the game, Joseph Ferris. He's that one guy that always comes out on stage at the VGAs, and he goes on. He like loves talking about video games, and whenever he gets told like played off like with music, he does it in a much better way than Adrian Brody. He's much more charismatic
I
about it. He's
agree.
like, hold on. I'm talking about my game. It's really fucking cool. Listen, and like, yeah, I'll
He's like, no,
listen
no,
to
no,
you.
this is great. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Wait, hold on.
It's just funny that one year he just kept talking Jeff Keighley's ear off, and now he's like always at the Game Awards because they've just become such great friends. But yeah, Split Fiction's really cool. It's getting really good reviews. Definitely check it out. It's really awesome.
Awesome. Yep. And yeah, I played A Way Out. I loved it. I did not get a chance to play It Takes Two. I really want to play it at some point, but by the time I've like wanted to play it and wanted to get into it and wanted to get into that couch co-op aspect, everybody had already played it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now I need to look for somebody new to play it with and really both experience it for the first time together.
Yeah.
Moving on a bit, another new game to come out this week has been Fragpunk.
Yeah, so right now, Fragpunk does not have any substantial reviews out, at least on Metacritic nor on any other big review site. But I do have its reviews up on Steam currently, so at least we can cover that. So right now, it is sitting at mixed reviews on Steam out of 7,615 reviews. Some of the tops saying great tactical FPS gameplay, basically the Mario Kart of TAC FPS, and some of the cons are the UI is not that great and monetization. So a lot of people are complaining that it's pay to win. So one of the cool mechanics of this game, Kelvin, is it's like a normal FPS shooter, except it introduces these cards that change the way the match works. So you could have a card that turns your enemies' heads massive, so it makes it easier for you to get headshots. They could do the same to you. You could also get a card that makes your head extremely tiny, so it's harder for them to headshot you. There's cards that like flip the gravity on levels, so like it will like completely turn the level upside down. So now you're running on the ceilings. There'll be cards that make guns shoot out like different projectile elements and whatnot. Some of the things I've been hearing is it's a breath of fresh air in the FPS genre. Like a lot of people are loving that. Unfortunately, the monetization and the bad UI are dragging it down some, at least on Steam.
I'll tell you what, my thoughts on this game are that with a new hero shooter, like that's great, and I think it's refreshing to see like new ideas brought in. Like the card thing sounds really interesting. It is really intimidating to go against Marvel Rivals right now. That game is just massive.
For sure.
Like it's got to be daunting, and to release a hero shooter in this environment, in this economy, yeah.
Well, I would say I would compare Fragpunk more aligned with Valorant, I guess. I would say it's a cool combination between Valorant and a hero shooter, like CS:GO and a hero shooter. But like you said, even so, like FPS is such a wide like genre. So many people can delve into many different things. But like you said, Marvel Rivals is dominating the game right now. So let's see in a couple of months if they have the staying power. I mean, so the crapshoot with live service games is you have to be able to sustain that market for X amount of years. Like people are making this game, and if it doesn't work out, what's going to happen in this studio? Closure and people getting laid off. So I really hope this game works out and does pretty decently, so they can at least keep the game running and those people can keep their jobs. That's the biggest thing.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, moving on, we're going to go into a little bit of gaming news. First things first, PlayStation announced a beta program where you can sign up to test games early to work out. Obviously, they're not going to be in their perfect states. However, you are essentially, if you've ever wanted to become a game tester, what's up? I hear you laughing over there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just PlayStation figured out a way to bring early access to PlayStation.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, it's. I mean, hey, it's at least there. I mean, it's. It's one of those things.
It's better. Hey, if this means that more games come out in a better state, meaning they're not broken and rely on a first day patch, then I'm all for it. But again, it feels like we're lending the excuse that it's okay to release a game in an unfinished state, and also giving the publishers aren't giving the devs the amount of time that's actually needed to make the game as best as possible, because they're saying they're trying to rush it to market so they can get it in this beta program on early access on Steam. So, like I said, if it works out, it works out. I'm just early access on PlayStation. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, it's quite the scenario, quite the situation. In other news, Magic the Gathering, if you are familiar with Magic or if you are playing Magic currently, they announced a crossover with Spider-Man, and they put an early pre-order out. A lot of stuff has been selling out of this, and this is a very popular property for them to partner with. And yeah, from what I saw, it looks cool. Like the cards, while separately, they have really beautiful art designs. If you put them together, it forms a whole scene like straight out of a comic book panel. Really interesting. Really cool. How are you feeling about the big crossover with Spider-Man, Cole?
I mean, I'm not really a Magic player
Yeah.
like you guys are, but even so, I was just thinking I want to look up like a graph or something that shows all of the crossovers that Magic has done, because I want to. What if there's like a, I don't know, like a King of the Hill Magic crossover? I'm there
That'd be
for
insane.
it.
King of the Hill or Always Sunny Magic
Yeah,
crossover.
exactly.
You never know
What
with them.
crossovers are we gonna get like 10 years down the line?
Yeah, they have
But
they have a Final Fantasy one coming out in June as well, which is
see,
another
exactly.
yeah, dude, it's
That's
insane.
awesome.
Yeah, they're just so far reaching.
Yeah, and I know they did the Lord of the Rings crossover a little bit ago, where they had the One Ring, the card where Post Malone bought it from some dude for like $2 million.
Oh yeah, it's an insane amount of money. Just yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to see them bring. I mean, is this the first Marvel thing that they've done, or have they done a past Marvel stuff?
No, to my knowledge, this is the first Marvel
Wow.
property that they've like crossed over with, which is massive. I didn't think that would ever happen.
I mean, it's Disney.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
They're gonna shovel their stuff out to anybody. But yeah, that's cool that Magic is bringing Spider-Man, and I'm assuming a bunch of other like villains from the Spider-Man repertoire to Magic. So make it.
Oh yeah, so
like,
far I saw
Green
Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, Venom, yeah, all the staple villains. But looks cool. That comes out in September, and we are some of us are excited for that over here at the Buds.
I would play Magic, but I don't have the money for it.
No, hey, yeah, it's one of those hobbies that are just so it requires a lot of money put into it. Going forward, Cole, you have a game recommendation for us this week. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so the game I'm recommending that everyone check out is called 2 Point Museum. Definitely recommend. It's coming from 2 Point Studios, and they've made 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point. Is it 2 Point University or 2 Point Campus? They made one where it's
2 Point University, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm having a brain fart. But both of those games are great. It's you're running a hospital in 2 Point Hospital, and it's very comedic. Like whenever you have someone die in the hospital, they'll become a ghost, and you have to hire janitors that are like Ghostbusters to go like take care of them. Otherwise, they'll scare new patients away. In the university one, you can have like a clown college where it's literally like clowns walking around, and you can have like a singing school, and all the people look like Freddie Mercury or other like rock stars or pop stars.
That's cool.
So yeah, 2 Point Museum is you're running a museum now, and I was actually thinking about that. Like that'd be a really fun way for them to go, like in the past. And now that they did it, I can't wait to get my hands on this.
Oh yeah.
When I do get my new PC, whenever that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing really good things about this. Like you said, you own a museum, and you can send somebody out on expeditions to go find new artifacts to bring back to your museum. It's like they're really fun games to just sit back and relax, and just you don't even have to manage that much. You really have to pay attention every now and then. It's more fun just to sit and watch these little like characters interact with everything in the hospital, college, or museum. So definitely check this out if you're looking for a very chill, relaxed sim game. It is on PC. I'm pretty sure it's on consoles. Give me 2 seconds to confirm that.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, this is a game. I was checking it out earlier when you were telling me about it. It looks really cool. Almost looks like a game like where you like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that, where you
Yeah.
kind of just make things, set things up and have little people like simulate it, experience it, and yeah, it looks really interesting.
And yeah, it is on PC and consoles, both PlayStation 5 and Xbox. So definitely check it out.
Awesome. All right. Well, going forward a little bit, we're going to get into the movie territory with things we want to see. A little bit of a controversial pick, but I did want to see this before the Oscars. However, the movie The Apprentice, starring Sebastian Stan, as a younger version of our current president, names will not be said, um, and a real pain with the now Oscar award-winning supporting actor Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, so I have not seen either of these. From what I can say of The Apprentice is apparently it is not looking at him in a rose like tinted glass. Like
Mhm.
it is very true to form how things went on back then.
Gotcha.
The era that it's covering, I forget exactly what time period the movie is supposed to take place, but yeah, Jeremy Strong was
Mhm.
nominated for Best Supporting along with Kieran Culkin. So it's really cool to see those two alums from Succession being nominated at the Oscars and the younger brother getting the upper hand on the older brother. So
He shall
sorry.
not be named.
Well, I'm talking about Succession. Like,
Yeah,
you
you're
should definitely check
good.
out that show. It's really good. But yeah, a real pain. I love Jesse Eisenberg, and I did not know that he wrote the screenplay for the movie. So I'm very excited to check that out as well. I don't
Mhm.
know what the plot is, but I like Kieran Culkin as well, so I'm very excited to see that.
Oh yeah. Definitely wanted to see these two. I just know, I mean, Jesse Eisenberg. There's been a lot of hype surrounding this film, and
Yeah.
I don't know a single thing about it. I choose not to like. I choose to go into like these kind of movies mostly blind. Obviously, with The Apprentice, it's a lot more like in your face about what it's going to be about. But
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I'm very excited to see both of these. Moving on a little bit, we're going to talk about movie releases this week with the highly anticipated Mickey 17.
Yes, very
Yes,
excited for this.
I have been dying to see this. It's from director Bong Joon-ho. He did movies such as Parasite, which is one of my favorite movies like ever. He also
And
and he did Snowpiercer.
exactly.
Yeah, Snowpiercer is awesome.
I love
Um,
Snowpiercer. Yeah, Bong Joon-ho, amazing director. Can't wait to check this out. Robert Pattinson playing all these different like versions of himself. It's gonna be
mhm.
great.
Yeah, I have a lot of faith in Bong Joon-ho. He did the movie once called Oakjaw, and it made me like almost reconsider eating meat. It's amazing. Everything this director does, like seemingly, is just gold. So I have high hopes for this movie. Going on a bit, another movie that's being released is A24's on Becoming a Guinea Fowl. Have you heard anything about this movie, Cole?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
All right, cool. So it's a new release from A24, and it's a dark comedy set in an African country about circumstances surrounding a funeral, and it's interesting. Um, it is. I've known about this for a while, and I've been wanting to check it out. Like I said, I don't delve too deep on
The
things
plot.
that like things of this nature that I want to just be blind seeing. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see this. Anything by A24, you're certain it's going to be gold. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out, and hopefully it
Yeah.
does very well.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Did not hear about this at all.
Huh. Going in a bit to movie news, we have Happy Gilmore 2 being picked up by Netflix. Who would have guessed, right?
I mean,
Why don't they just ruin every fucking good property that Adam Sandler's in?
I mean, Adam Sandler did say that a while back. If he didn't win the Oscar for his role in Uncut Gems, he just continued doing like bad movies like until he was done.
Okay, so he's
So
crashing out essentially.
nah, he's doing. Well, hey, I mean, you saw him at the Oscars. I thought that bit was pretty funny.
I mean,
Say what you want about Adam Sandler. I love a lot of his movies, especially the earlier ones. Some of his later ones can be pretty funny here or there. Uh, his comedy is definitely not for everybody, but I just think he's such a likable dude. I'm not looking forward to Happy Gilmore 2,
I'm
but
not either. But hey, I mean, hey, it comes to Netflix. I mean, it's in production. There's no set date for it to come to Netflix, but I just know that it's produced by Netflix. Yeah, so a little bit of backstory about Happy Gilmore. It's when it comes to Adam Sandler, like say what you want about him, like his older movies seem to be like his golden era, right? So like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore is probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie out there. Click's a good one, but that's when it starts to go downhill a little bit for him.
I think Happy Gilmore or The Waterboy might be my favorite. I'm not sure.
Oh, dude, Waterboy is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Waterboy was my first Adam Sandler movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine was actually Big Daddy. Him and fucking the Zach and Cody. No, I can't think of his name right now. Zach
Dylan
and Cody.
and Cole Sprouse.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, Happy Gilmore has always been my favorite. It's prolonged till today. It's one of his, like, when I think of Adam Sandler, I always think of Happy Gilmore. But yeah, so now we got Happy Gilmore 2 to look forward to. Moving on a bit, we're going to go into a little bit of news, more news, like bigger news. So there's a thing called Movie news. So Staircase Studios. This is the director of the Divergent franchise. He actually he is I'm blanking on his name right now. That's why I'm kind of stumbling over words. But he is putting a studio together where their goal is to release 30 movies a year with a budget of under $500,000, and it's all going to be AI.
Why?
That's my question.
Are they going to be released in theaters or just straight to streaming?
No. It'll be. I mean, they're looking for theatrical releases. Yeah, that's so. Here's my thing, right? So, and I hate to put this on me for a little bit, but with my music, I mean, I do use AI for the vocal portions. However, there has to be some human element in an art form for it to be still considered art, right? Movies are special because there's a human element in them. And when you take that human element out, it's almost like the magic of movies just, I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. It does not seem very promising for this studio.
Yeah, that's a no for me. We won't be checking out in any of these movies unless they're considered to be the greatest thing that's ever existed. But I highly
doubt that. Yeah. So that's Staircase Studios. Look out for them coming up. Just be wary.
Remember, like a couple of years ago, when all AI was like, "Hey, type in something funny into the AI like picture generator, and look what comes out."
And you come out with things like fucking 8 fingers, and
now we're here.
Yep, now we're here, and they're making full-on studio feature-length films, and it's a little disheartening. But on a lighter note, let's get into my movie recommendation of this week. If you're looking for a quote-unquote horror movie, I wanted to recommend the movie Arcadian.
I didn't know you were going to recommend this.
So Cole's laughing because we watched this together. And it's Nicolas Cage, right? And I had a blast watching this. It's a horror movie that it's not too heavy on the horror elements. I found myself crying laughing watching this movie. The monster designs are awesome. Some of the best monster designs you'll see in recent history. And without spoiling too much, it was the monsters that... So I'm sure you guys all know Nicolas Cage, right? He's insane. Like any movie he's in, he just 110% overacts everything and gives like 100% of himself. Like these monsters. But for the first time, I find myself saying that the monsters are actually more insane than Nicolas Cage, and it's incredible to see. I had a blast with this movie. Cole, I watched this with you. What did you think of this movie?
I did not realize how right you were when you said the monsters would be crazier than Nick Cage. And yeah, that's so true. Honestly, this is like the tamest I've seen Nicolas Cage in a movie in a while. So it was like kind of weird to see that in itself. But I
Yeah.
mean, other than that, yeah, the movie was pretty enjoyable. Definitely, I would say check it out because the monster designs are so unique.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without spoiling too much, they're very unique. But yeah, that's my recommendation for this week. If you like horror / thrillers / unintentional comedies, if you like The Room, like things that are unintentionally funny, then you're gonna love this movie. This movie's
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
there were parts when we were watching, we were constantly like, why the hell are they doing that? Oh, and like the one, like the brother who like literally tried to kill his other. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Let's be wary of spoilers. Let's be wary of spoilers. But
Just watch the movie and
Just-
expect a really fun and crazy time.
yeah, don't take it seriously. Just have fun with it, and you'll have a blast. I promise. We're gonna go into this next segment. It's a new thing that we're adding on this week, where we talk a little bit about our antics in D&D this week. So I run a D&D campaign, and I run it for our friend group, Cole included, and I have a couple of our buddies in, and we actually have a surprise guest host today. That being our good buddy Jordan. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Can you hear us all right?
Yep.
All
What's
right.
up, guys?
You sound awesome. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about we're going to talk a little bit about D&D this week. So for some backstory, these guys are coming back from a long, crazy adventure in Avernus, which is D&D's hell. Jordan plays a blue goblin for all intents and purposes. We won't get too much into that because there's a whole thing behind that. So essentially, as he's keeping watch that night, or I should say, he's a blue goblin that's a ranger. His dragon's keeping watch. Doesn't do a very good job keeping watch, and he gets ganked and put into this maze. While he's in this maze, he gets this loud voice that comes through everything. And as he gets this, yes, that's Jordan. As he gets this loud voice that says, "You're not escaping here. Like you're gonna die here. This guy's about to hunt him." And he says, "Okay," and hops on his dragon and just flies past this nice maze I built. And the guy the entire time is like screaming. I was like, "No, you're not gonna just fly over this, no." But the thing is, I intended to capture more people that couldn't fly, and I ended up capturing like the one person that has a way to get around this maze. And it's just, and it just led to just such the craziest shit. He ended up befriending the guy. The guy ended up having like a breakdown about his maze, and Jordan's character, the blue goblin, ended up like consoling the guy and be like, "Hey, it's all right, man. Like you get set up in the next town," and ended up persuading him to come along with us. And this guy I intended to be not a major antagonist, but a significant antagonist, ended up befriending the party and becoming just a guy who wants to do mazes. And yeah, it was a great time.
He just needed some guidance, man. He was playing for the wrong team. We got him on the right squadron, and now he's thriving.
Yeah,
I just remember asking you like, so what does the ceiling look like? And you were like, well, it's just like a hedge. And I was like, so I can go like up. And you were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
As soon as you asked that, I was like, I know it's over. As soon as you asked that, I'm like, it's over. Like there's just it's done and dusted. Yeah, I had a blast. I'm having a blast with the campaign. If you guys like that, we'll continue the D&D segment. Right now, these guys are about to go into their next big conflict. They're trying to stop the major antagonists, which we can get into more next week. But yeah, they're about to get into this big conflict, and we'll see if they come out on top. Going into our next sequence, we're going to talk about things we're excited for. I'll start off. I know you guys aren't too big into him, but I just wanted to talk about him for a little bit. This is the Carter 6 getting announced.
I like Lil Wayne.
I mean, yeah, I love Lil Wayne. I grew up
like
listening
Wheezy
to Lil
Baby.
Wayne. Wheezy Baby. Wheezy. I don't have a lighter, else I do like the lighter. But no,
coming out on your
I
birthday?
gotcha.
Yeah, it's coming out on my birthday this year, which is insane. I grew up listening to Lil Wayne. I love him. He's one of my favorites, and I know he'll never be back to. It probably won't be up to snuff to his like older stuff, but I'm still excited to hear it. I mean, yeah.
The 5 was good though. Carter 5 was good.
The Carter 5, yeah, he had some tracks on there that were good. It wasn't as good as like the Carter 3, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, but sound changes. He's getting
sound
old.
does change. He is for sure getting old. He's not so low anymore.
He's old Wayne, not Lil Wayne.
He's old man Wayne. But yeah, so Jordan, do you want to talk about things you're excited for?
Yes, but I did want to say, when you guys were talking about Adam Sandler, I think it's Waterboy for me. Like,
That's
definitely.
fair.
Yeah,
Waterboy
definitely
is great.
Waterboy.
Yeah, he comes in with the whole like my mama say my mama said, and
Well, like
it's
growing up playing football and shit, we just always would watch that, and it was just
yeah.
like, every football practice we had to say some Waterboy quote.
Man, yeah, I never
Or you go
played
to get
football,
water.
so-
He spit in the cooler.
Oh man. But
Um,
yeah, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about what you're excited for.
yeah, so well, I've been reading this cool book. It's part of a trilogy. It's the first book's called The Poppy War. It's by R R.F. Kong. I believe that's how you say the name.
Yeah, Arf Kwong.
But it's like a military like a Chinese military fantasy. It's really dark, like a grim dark. But like I guess it's loosely based on, or maybe it's pretty similar to 20th century China. Like the Japanese invasion of the country and stuff. I don't know a lot about that history, but that's what I've heard it's about. I don't know anything about that, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's really freaking cool. There's the main character is like this just badass chick. Like every time she's like presented with a challenge, like and you think she's gonna do one thing, she does like most badass way to like accomplish it or whatever, and you're like, it's just really cool.
You
See her
need to
get
go
there.
around
So.
this tree. She does multiple flips around it.
Or she just like karate chops it in half or something like that. Like it's super. It's like that. But yeah, they're like there's like fantasy aspects to it. There's like a lot of like drug use and everything, which is really interesting of how it ties into the story, and actually like kind of works with there's sort of a weird magic system, and it kind of like fits into that, which is not something I've seen in a fantasy before, and I thought it was a really cool like modern take on some of that stuff. But yeah, and then the warfare is just freaking dark. Like some of that shit, like I'm audio booking it when I'm at work and I'm just in the middle of doing something, I'll just stop and be like, Jesus Christ, that was like that was some dark shit. Like
Takes you aback.
yeah, like I'm just like, oh man, like if I'm like eating, I gotta stop. Like I'm like, I can't, like I
I can't think
gotta
about foods right now.
yeah. But yeah, it's a really cool book. I really highly recommend it. I'm excited to like finish it. I'm at like 3 chapters left to finish the
Okay.
book. So
And
once I finish it.
you were saying a little bit earlier that they're not long reads as well, the books.
No, I don't know how many pages they are. But it's taken me about, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks just casually listening to it. I guess there's 544 pages, so
Gotcha.
um so yeah, highly recommend.
Absolutely. Definitely will be reading that here soon because I wanted to get into the sequel books, the subsequent books that follow that. So you also mentioned something about a new EP from Sweet Pill. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this came out at the end of January, I believe. So it's newer, but it's really cool. The band's out of Philly, which we're all from like sort of the area, so it's cool to see, a local band, but 5 members. They have like a emo-y, math rocky sound. They're a little unique in the way they do their stuff, but on the EP, I think my two favorite songs it's the Dog Song and Red String. Uh those songs just, I don't know, just put me in that like chill headspace. Like I
Mm.
don't know, I can just vibe out to that stuff all day.
No, I was definitely listening to this a little bit earlier when you were telling me about it for the podcast, and I was listening to it like just kind of getting it ready for the stream, and I was really enjoying it. So I recommend it as well. Even I only listened to one song, but I'm definitely going to be checking out the rest of the album.
Yeah, it's really cool to see, especially from the area, like that band like getting bigger and bigger. Especially Philly's got such a cool like rock scene going on. Like if you're just into any type of music, like it's you got like Philly, and then like kind of like the New Jersey's got some cool stuff, and Baltimore like if you're into hardcore or punk or any sort of that stuff, you got a place to go in our area. But yeah.
Yeah. And then you also said you wanted to talk about another game that's very close to your heart that you're excited. You're always excited about.
Oh yes, this game is my pride and joy, RimWorld. This game is oh man, I probably got now this is gonna sound crazy, but I don't have that many hours in the game. I have 800 hours. That sounds like a lot, but if you talk to the real pros,
800 hours
they
is
got like
insane.
2,000 hours. So I'm just an amateur RimWorlder, but
800 is insane. I don't think I have 800 hours in anything.
At what point do you reach the pro level?
I don't know when things stop going bad every 5 seconds. But it's a colony survival game. It's made by like an independent like an indie game studio. And I always just kind of describe it like it's almost like The Sims if you could um kind of like harvest other Sims organs and like sell them off for like lots of money to make your house rich instead of just going on a job site on the computer and looking for a job like so it's really dark. Actually, like a lot of people compare it. It's like what is it called? It's like Kenshi RimWorld,
Dwarf Fortress,
Dwarf
and
Fortress.
I forget what the fourth one is, but it's like the four horses of Apocalypse Sims.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're yeah. So it's one of the four horsemen of
That thing isn't
Apocalypse.
I forget, like Kenshi's under famine. I forget which one RimWorld's under.
I think it's War. I think
Yeah.
RimWorld might be War.
If I could real quick, I have delved into RimWorld. I definitely not as much as you, but I think one of the coolest things about RimWorld is the mod community for that game. There are
Oh, it's
so
insane.
many mods for this game that like you can change how the game works completely, and
You
that's
could
like
do like Star Wars,
yeah,
like I
it's
see
really cool.
a lot of 40K mods coming out, which is like really good for the setting and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played this myself, but I have seen you play this. Like, if you hop in, you're either playing RimWorld or like, I think that's just about it. RimWorld is
Or
usually
like
like
I'm
the
like,
game.
hey, you want to play Chivalry or something?
Yeah, Chivalry. Yeah, but it's almost always RimWorld. But yeah, that's our guest host. But we're gonna bring this down a little bit into what we're all doing this week.
Calvin, I sent you a picture to your
Yeah,
Discord.
I got you. I will pull that up then. I will. Oh, I'm not going to do that. But while I'm pulling this up, do you want to talk about some of the other things you're doing this week, or just give us some insight onto the picture I'm pulling up?
Well, to start off, what I'll be doing this week is trying to find a new PC because I will say, I used to celebrate like buying refurbished products because I think it's like it's better for the environment. Plus, obviously, it's cheaper. I used to, like my PlayStation 5 is refurb. Like I've had a refurb TV refurb speakers. I've never had issues. I just upgraded my PC and it was a refurb model. Got it through Newegg, and it arrived. Everything was fine until I plugged it in, and the PC was constantly crashing under load and blue screening. So I unfortunately had to send that back and getting a refund because they didn't have the parts to repair it, nor another refurb model available. So I'm going to be trying to finding another PC, probably going to Micro Center and just buying parts off a shelf and just doing it that way with one of our other friends. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, the picture that Kelvin just brought up, this is my vivarium that I am currently letting grow, I guess is the way you could say. I had this thing planted about like a week ago. My goal is to let it grow. It is completely bioactive. All those plants are real. The soil has little critters running around inside it to clean up all the mold and decaying things. And after it grows in for a month, I'm gonna put a little lizard in here. I'm not sure what I want to put in here, but we'll find out eventually. And
I'm
even
trying to talk to my lizard guy for you.
yeah, but a lizard guy. Yeah, if I can get what my goal is to get a crocodile, an alligator skink rather, a red-eyed alligator skink. They're really cool looking. They look like mini dinosaurs, but they are hard to find in the area that we live in. So if I am not able to get one of those, I'm probably going to get something else at Petco or PetSmart that can go in here. But my end goal is to get like a live stream set up for this thing. So I think it'd be cool if like you're just at work one day, it's like, I want to look at plants and a lizard. Bam, there you go. You got plants and a lizard you can look at. And I
Put
can
some
always
jazz on in the background. Ooh.
yeah, I can always have always check on it if I'm out of town that way too. And yeah, that's gonna be way down the line whenever I get my YouTube channel and Twitch channel set up. So stay tuned for that in the future.
Yep. Anybody who's watching, if you know a lizard guy, please send us his information our way,
Yeah,
and so we can get Cole here set up.
we're located in Pennsylvania, so not to give our location away too much, but there's that. But if you if you know somebody that's relatively close, I do not want to ship anything because that just puts unwanted stress on the animal. I'd rather be able to go drive and pick it up.
Hell yeah. Jordan, what you got going on this week?
Well, as you both know, I kind of finished my D&D world. I did a homebrew world, and I decided that for my first time DMing to do this, which was a great idea. I wouldn't recommend it to any new DMs.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been cool to like kind of just like dive into this and create my own kind of like take on Faerun and everything and have it fit into the lore. I'm excited to see you guys play like a low magic setting because we typically just play in standard D&D magic rules.
Oh yeah,
There's
just
not
let shit
really
fly. Yeah, just let shit go.
meteor strikes falling from the sky and shit like but yeah, so I'll just be working on that. I'm actually building on worldanvil.com. I'm using it to kind of make a wiki for the world so they can go and look at all the character bios, or like if they need to go see a kingdom or a barony and they want more information on the area, they can go look at that and kind of get a backstory. So yeah, just working on that and chugging along until it's ready for you guys to jump in.
Yeah, I'm very
Can't wait.
excited to play it. I mean, I've been following this since we first talked about it. What, like 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
longer at this point.
yeah.
But I've had a lot of enjoyment seeing this come to life. I've really enjoyed helping you out with this, and I'm excited to play in it. Yeah, you put a lot of work into this, and yeah, I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very excited to check it out. I'm working up some characters that I want to run by you at some point for at least for like the main campaign, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I'm still the busiest human being in the world. Yep, I'll be working on music. I had a new song come out today, but there will be another one. I'm working on a whole bunch of music. I'm working on music for Jordan here, his campaign he's doing. I'm working on getting D&D ready for tomorrow. I'm probably gonna watch some movies and play more Monster Hunter. And Jordan, since I have you in here, you can't avoid me anymore. When are we playing Tekken?
Ooh.
Yep,
Well,
gotcha.
I'll just say this. Mr. Perez got his USB-C. He finally ran to the gas station and got a USB-C. So I will be down. But also we gotta get Sam in here because we also need a third, because this is a thruple, not a little just normal.
Yeah, you gotta get a Mr. Rye guy to get
Oh
Tekken as
yeah.
well. To him to finally fix his fight pad so we can play.
Yeah, that's we gotta just bombard him every day and he might do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so for our viewers, we play. I mean, we like to play Tekken a lot. Fighting games are my like one of my favorite game genres ever. I've played just about every fighting game to mention under the sun. I made a whole song about Tekken that you heard probably at the opening. Love it a lot, and I play usually with my good buddy Jordan here when he's not playing RimWorld. But yeah, we that's pretty much what I have going on this week. Just staying busy between going to work, doing the YouTube thing, and working on other hobbies. Yeah, just getting everything. I'm working on literally everything else. But that's all I had, guys. Do you have anything else for the fine people here?
Play some more Helldivers out there, people. We need you on the front. The bots, the bots are trying to take over planets. We're trying to build a barricade around the singularity right now to try to slow it down. Building a wall around a black hole makes sense. But Super Earth wants it, so we're making it happen.
I remember, if you ever think that you can't do it or that you're too busy, just remember that Super Earth and democracy are more important than anything else you have going on in your life.
Ooh, also, I will say, check out a channel on YouTube called Plot Coalition. They're working on Helldivers fan film that looks really, really cool. They're animating it. They have some voice actors working on it. Looks like it's going to be a really cool fan project. Can't wait for that to happen. He's got some teaser videos on there already, and you can check out his live streams when he animates as well. So very excited for that. That's at Plot Coalition on YouTube. You can see his Instagram at the same name as well.
Yeah. Jordan, do you have anything else for the fine folks as your first time guest hosting?
Just thanks for having me, and everyone listening, make sure you drink some water.
Yes, please, thank you.
Thanks for being here. We definitely want you to come back for sure. Want all the buds to be on here at some point.
We got to put the bat signal out.
I got you.
We're getting the band back together.
For everybody that tuned in tonight, thank you. For everybody that commented, thank you. Feel free to ask us questions whenever you want, and we will happily answer them at certain points throughout the show or towards the end of the segment. For everybody who's watching this on VOD, you can check us out. We'll be live streaming every week. It would probably be Fridays, but we have to shift to Saturday this time due to some unforeseen issues. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Take care, guys.
First off, let me speak my mind. Some fools keep pushing my buttons, driving me out of my mind. Get lost, I'll say it loud and clear. When it comes to clueless people trying to tear me down, I want it here. I've tried to fit into this broken world, but I don't belong. And I'm not playing the game of the crowd, cause I'm numb, trapped inside my thoughts. I'd rather stay lost in the state than feed into their nonsense. I'm over it, if this is the cost. I'm out, you'll find me when I'm gone. I'm drained from all the pointless pain. I'll collapse here, don't need to be in my bed on a drift. Just find me when I'm gone. Imitators, nothing original. These people don't know how to live for themselves, they just copy the usual. Forget that, it's simple to be true. Don't steal someone's life or wear someone else's shoes. You wouldn't want to be trapped in your own fake reflection, so why would you let it all be a form of self-destruction? Take a step back, I'm sure you'll see the way they obsess is just unsettling, it's also creepy. Chase after fame and tickets for the next big name, but in the end it feels the same, empty, lame. I'm over it, if this is the cost. I'm out, you'll find me when I'm gone. I'm drained from all the pointless pain. I'll collapse here, don't need to be in my bed on a drift. Just find me when I'm gone. I'm over it, if this is the cost. I'm out, you'll find me when I'm gone. I'm drained from all the pointless pain. I'll collapse here, don't need to be